This might look like just a regular tent, but today I'm going to teach you how to sleep in it so that it's as comfortable as if you were at home. I remember my first hikes, felt like I was sleeping in a graveyard, and trust me, it sounds better than it was. So this is what you need to avoid this nightmare. Let's start with the sleeping pads. In the backpacking world, they like mattresses. If you're a side sleeper like me, you need something wide and rectangular to prevent your lips from hanging off the edge. Believe me, that's not fun. When it comes to the sleeping pads, the thicker and wider, the better. I spent months testing pads, and what I found was the balance between warmth and comfort is crucial. I know that for many people, weight is the most important thing, and that's why people often choose the lightest mummy mats, but believe me, sleeping on a narrow mummy mat and a wide rectangular one is a very noticeable difference. It's really important to have a sleeping pad with insulation enough for the season when you are hiking. Air value 1 sufficient for summer, but for winter trips you need at least air value 4. Now let's talk sleeping bags. I found that for a good sleep, your sleeping bag needs to be wide enough and have an ability to open a food box for ventilation. And for that reason, I prefer my sleeping bag rock front, which can be opened all the way through, and you convert it to a quilt or just open the food box. Even if you're a side sleeper or stomach sleeper, there will be no problems at all if you are using sleeping bag like me. Another important point when you picking a sleeping bag is about temperature ratings. Very often manufacturers of the sleeping bags write on the package the temperature not of the comfort zone but for the limit zone, where you won't freeze to death but you won't be warm either. So always read all the specified temperature ratings in the description. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, pillow. But actually I've got one more thing that I will tell you a bit later. I've been through the ringer trying to find a comfortable solution. I've stuffed clothes in a sack, but most of the time I end up throwing it across the tent in frustration with how uncomfortable it was. After that, I tried inflatable pillows, but it was even worse. Then I found the Thermarest compressible pillow. This thing has been a game changer. It's like bringing the comfort of your bed right into the wilderness. It's not too stiff, not too bulky, and it compresses pretty small. It offers just the right amount of cushion and it doesn't go flat. There are actually many good pillows out there. All you need to do is find the right one that works for you. And a friendly suggestion, don't use air pillows. Even with all the right equipment, there is still something I can't go without it. And that's my anti-snoring device. This little gadget hardly takes up any space at all, but what it does, it helps me to get more oxygen during sleep. It's not just for snorers like me, but for anyone wanting to get a better night's sleep.